All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Another banger of a day, another huge day in markets. So let's get into it. Um, let's talk about everything that I did. NASDAQ, I got out of those calls that I was in, and um, yeah, it might be better to see it this way. It's a little bit easier to see. Um, you know, right up to here. And I'll show you where I got out of these right here. And anyways, those were the, TQQQ, March 21st expiration, $81 strike price. 775 is what I paid for them. 1170 is what I sold them for. So that is a 51% gain. And it's a good sign that things are starting to work again. Things are not failing. The patterns are playing out as I expect them to, or as the probabilities suggest that they would. So that gives me a lot of courage going forward. And now we're going to be kind of in the mode of just chilling and relaxing and waiting to receive what the market can give, and take advantage of that. But I still think NASDAQ looks fantastic. Let's look at this on a weekly chart. I mean, this looks so good on a weekly chart. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks or so of consolidation. I mean, this looks so good. I could see this just ripping higher, um, or pulling back. This reached my price target here of right around previous highs, and that's when I was going to get out on these. And I waited to see if it was going to be, price action was going to be strong into the close. And given how things were around this point right here, so here's my first clue. This is basically right at my price target, and here's my first clue. Kind of the first abnormal selling of the day, and then second here, third here, and then once this gave it up, I was out of there. So, for me, that was me being patient right around my price target, and I got out of those 51% gains, so that's good. But like I said, NASDAQ looks so good still, and it's great to see things working. All right, moving on. So Amazon, I'm still in these debit spreads, and Amazon had another great day, reached an all-time high. Wow, closed, really good close. Yeah, cool, awesome. Um, I was, yeah, I guess I didn't really pay attention to the close. Although when I was writing down the cost of these and where the price was at and everything, I thought, oh man, it must have had a good close. Um, but uh, um, but yeah, like in here, I was thinking, oh no, it hits its new all-time high and gives it back. That's never a good sign. But this is a good close, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. This hasn't quite hit my price target. You guys know I'm right around 237 or 238, something like that. I could certainly see it going higher. The way that I set price targets is very, very conservative, and then not only is it conservative, but then I'll even sell before I think it hits that price target. But man, really nice volume. 3 days in a row. 1, 2, 3. Really nice. So that's a fantastic sign. Um, So those are debit spreads with February 14 being the expiration, $225 on the long call, 235 on the short call. 405 is what I paid for them. Those are currently 588. So these are working fantastic. Let's see on a weekly chart. I mean, yeah, Amazon looks so good on a weekly chart. Really, really good. really good. This is plenty of consolidation and pretty tight consolidation. If you look at it on a weekly chart, I mean, I've kind of in the daily chart, and like if you were in it all through here, this is, you think like, man, this is not tight, but yeah, like a 6% or so pullback, man. Yeah, see, now that I say it out loud, that's absolutely nothing. So this is very tight pullback and respects a 50-day moving average. I mean, you can't really get much more textbook than that. So these continue to work, and Amazon continues to look fantastic. The plan on these is once it hits the price target, then I'll get out. We'll see what tomorrow or Friday holds. All right, let's see. Moving on to Tesla. I think Tesla had sort of a strange day today. Wasn't it down? Yeah, it was down. Yeah, it's sort of a strange day. Yesterday was showing some pretty good strength. Today, not so much. But again, no sell rules are broken. Don't really care. Let's see this on a weekly chart. Whatever. It's fine. Monthly chart is fine. Let's see what's up with volume in this area. So, good volume. And then pretty heavy volume there. That's a huge sign to not go after it there. Yeah, complete reversal of a day on heavy volume, followed by two pretty heavy volume days. And then this next run up, very light volume. So yeah, this is all a sign to not go after this here. Definitely. Okay, and then this is whatever. This is showing this day there was some pretty decent selling in here. So pretty peculiar. It's whatever. Cost basis on this one is 411.74. All right, moving on. Taiwan Semiconductor. This thing looks monstrous. And as it should, great quarter. This, as we were saying, when markets were terrible, Taiwan Semiconductor was holding up really nicely, which shows lots and lots of strength. So, this was a huge day, then gets sold off, then supported really nicely. This all in here is a little bit strange, I don't really know exactly what to make of all of this, but regardless, new all-time high, pretty decent volume. Markets are now finally, turning up, and Taiwan Semiconductor looks just freaking spectacular. This really looks good on any account. So yeah, average cost basis on that is 206.34, and so this one is working out very nicely. Okay, so that's it for current positions, except for Bitcoin and IBIT. I'll go over that. All right, well, let's finish this off. So Bitcoin, I think, had a strange day today. You want to see when equities are doing well, you want to see Bitcoin also performing well. Because, you guys know my opinion on Bitcoin. I do not view it as, well, I view it as both a risk on and a risk off asset, but that's not how it's viewed. It's really viewed as a risk on asset. So, as equities are working, it is a good thing to see Bitcoin also working. Now, strange day, kind of strange all in here. I don't know if I have much of an opinion, honestly. I don't think I have any opinion. Yeah, I really don't know. On a weekly chart, this looks really, really good. On a daily chart, it's like, I have no clue what to make of this. Maybe this could turn back up, Closing the week strong would be good. Two nice big weekly candles would be really good. Yeah, like I said, I don't really have an opinion one way or the other here in the short term. But anyway, so that's IBIT. March 21st is the expiration, $55 strike price. 675 is what I paid for those. Those are currently 820, so down a little bit from, down actually a decent amount from what they were yesterday, huh? Yeah, that was the biggest drag on the account today, or those. But anyway, so that's it. That's current positions. Now let's go over everything. So we're on Bitcoin. Let's blast through Bitcoin here. Let's look at MicroStrategy. Yeah, I think their shareholders have voted to increase the amount of shares by some unimaginable figure, so they can buy more Bitcoin. I don't know. It's kind of whatever. Hut mining looks okay. Let's look at Ethereum here. Just don't care. Marathon. I mean, it's all right. It's above the 200-day moving average. You got the 21 EMA, 9 EMA starting to curl up. So that's cool. Clean Spark is whatever. That's a no-go. And that's it. That's all we'll go through here. Okay. Well, let's look at Riot. I would like to see Riot perform well. They do have some cool Bitcoiners that work there. Oh my gosh, that's a mosquito. Missed him. Okay. Where are we? Bitcoin. Yeah. Good day. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Let's see with Bitcoin real quick. Maybe like this is what you do. Yeah. So okay, so we'll go with this. Yeah, so, the $130,000 price target I like for this year. So this would make sense to me. So then the next one would be 115. Okie dokie. Now let's go over Mag 7 here. So we looked at Tesla. I don't really have much of an opinion other than today was a very weak day when you would expect it, right? Like the NASDAQ is ripping. Stocks are performing fantastically, but then Tesla is not performing well. So that's showing serious weakness. Tesla, Nvidia. Wow, huge day. I don't exactly know where you would put the risk to reward on this to go after this here, because you'd have to hold this down 6% or so, and that's a pretty big, drop. Although not really an equity position, the starter position, 6% is within reason. I mean IBD they're right around the 8% risk to they'll risk right around 8%. So Okay. Apple, I didn't go after Apple today. I just didn't. Apple looks good though off a 200-day moving average. That's awesome. Like to see that decent volume, so volume's pretty decent. Yeah. All right, Meta. Selling off here at resistance, but still kind of coiling all up in here. Um, but looks good. Shoot. Yeah, this looks great. It looks really good. Google. Yeah, see, another interesting day, Like somebody is in here selling. It's really it's super obvious. 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth time. But that still shows the amount of demand that's in here that it's holding up. So that is a good sign if you're bullish. But it is also troublesome that just strength really has been getting sold here in Google. Okay. All right, that's it except for Microsoft. And Microsoft had a huge day, and this is so good to see for the health of the overall market. So like Meta, Google, Amazon, Nvidia, Apple's starting to turn up off the 200-day moving average. Like these are really, really good signs. Tesla is in an uptrend. These are fantastic signs for NASDAQ to continue to work here, kind of like in the short to medium term, over the next couple days. Who really knows? I don't have much an opinion here over the next couple days. But, over the course of maybe like 2 months or so, let's say, this is showing that there's a higher probability of this uptrend being a legit new uptrend that'll be forming. So that is just super exciting news. Okay, let's go over Dow Jones. Strange intraday movement today here in Dow. Just, I don't know, nothing. And then IWM got rejected off of the 50-day moving average. So, yeah, that's not surprising. ES had a good day today. Why am I seeing that S&P hit all-time highs? Is that what they're showing on SPX? Oh, okay. Well, SPX did. Okay. All right. Well, now let's go over some things here. So there's going to be, look at this. So data center, 2.3 billion for data center, right? So here's more and more money going into data centers. So you would expect nuclear energy to perform well today, and sure enough, it is. This is huge and awesome to see. I love this theme. I've been saying this for a while. The nuclear energy theme for the coming years, I think, is going to be a good one to go after. Let's see how nukes looks. Whoa. So, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, shoot. Okay, so nukes, I wish I saw this yesterday, but it's at an all-time high. Where would you get out of this, though? Because from 49 to 44 is like 12%, which sucks to risk that. Oh, so then maybe the play is on any pullback to get into nukes. I think that would be the play. I think that's the play. And this is so good to see more sectors to go after. Right? So, and this is on huge volume, so there's serious conviction, institutions are involved. Um so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see a sort of snowball effect, right? Because lots of these institutions really just kind of follow each other, and so a few funds get in, and then they follow each other. Okay, now Palantir had a really good day today, which is good to see. This could be another thing to go after. Although we'll wait and see until some sort of pattern here is formed. Some sort of risk to reward to go after. I guess this day would have been the day. Although just, breaking this downtrend here, and I just was kind of, right? I'm not, again, I'm not a huge single stock guy, right? So I just usually go long indexes anyways, but, or, sector ETFs. So that's usually what I kind of defer to, So now I think gold had another good day. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Decent day. And again, this is something else that is great to see. Another sector to go after. You guys know I got out of those calls yesterday. And still think this looks fantastic. I certainly didn't get out of them because I think it looks bad. It reached the short-term price target, and that's that. So we'll look for another more obvious entry point and go after that again. But man, do I think that this looks really good. Let's see. You could do... But it's also kind of curious, you know what I mean? Like, why is gold all of a sudden picking back up again, Is there any sort of trend line here? Yeah, like this. And then another one here. So maybe we can use that as a little guidepost. Extend to the right. Where's this other one? Extend to the right. Yeah. So there's that. Gold. Let's look at silver. It's calling up for a move. So if this can work and get over 32, that would be huge. Huge. All right, let's look at gold miners. Let's see if they really sold off today or not. And they did not. So good. Good. Not that I, was expecting to go higher here, This is obvious area where the probability of them pulling back is greater than them continuing higher. Okay. Let's see here. Do we have any real losers for solar? For solar. Ooh. Yikes. Wow. Really getting booted hard. And I honestly, I am really glad that this renewable energy narrative is kind of shifting, because it's just stupid. It's a good talking point, and when people look at things just surface level, or believe what they're told by people that are supposed to be experts, if they just believe it and take things at face value, then it seems like a good idea. But when you really dig into these sort of things, you realize, oh my gosh, not only does this not work, but it doesn't do what they say, these experts, quote unquote, say that it will. So therefore they're lying. So they have a different agenda they're trying to push, right? You know? So, yeah. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So these are things that are good. They're going in this and a step in the right direction. Let's look at Caterpillar. Wow, good. Okay, see, this is so fantastic to see. I was really getting worried with Caterpillar breaking down, industrials breaking down. Oh, wow, has this really performed well. Nice. And then materials were breaking down. Yeah, I mean, this still looks really bad, and it is pretty curious as to why. June 7, 2022. Let's see what happened in S&P June 7, 2022. Well, wow, fell off a cliff. But, well, this was already way in the no-go zone anyways. Where is it? It's right here, yeah. Completely fell off a cliff. Same time metals did. Or materials, I should say, not metals. Wow. Crazy. So, interesting, right? All right, let's look at TLT. And this is great to see. This is great to see. You know, I was saying, like, this is kind of it. This is sort of it for the line in the sand, this gap from all the way back here. And the support area needs to get supported here, and it did. So that's so good to see. But now we have a whole nother gap right here, but whatever. Sometimes gaps don't get filled for years, so. But, yeah, this is great to see. Let's see how regional banks are doing. Yeah, below the 50-day moving average. I mean, why? Like, just why would you go after this? Just why? There's absolutely no reason. You know, like, if you want to be in banks, like, hello, look, JP Morgan, you know. Also, Berkshire Hathaway was down a pretty decent amount today, which was peculiar. I wonder if there's any sort of news on that. Market chatter. Pilot unit to close international oil trading business. Netflix passes Buffett's good business test. Why is leaving Disney and Amazon behind? Ah, interesting. Well, Buffett should be watching these videos. I mean, Amazon looks fantastic. Oh, jeez. Let's look at Disney. Let's see how Disney's looking. Interesting. I guess they had good earnings last time. That's cool. I like to see that. Good old American company. All right, well, that's it. That's all. I hope you guys had an amazing day. This has been a good week. Very good week. It's making me much more optimistic about the future. Let's see real quick real estate here. And sweet. Okay, back above the 200-day moving average. So, okay. Let's see this on a weekly chart. Ugh. Yes. Okay. This is barely okay. All right. I don't think I will be able to make a video tomorrow. I don't. Maybe Friday. Tomorrow I'll be very busy the afternoon, so I just don't think that I can squeak one in. But we'll see you on Friday. And like I said, this is just a time to chill. Um, take what the market can give, be patient, and, trade with no emotion. You miss out on trades, so be it. Whatever the case, just chill. And like I said, I am pretty optimistic for the coming months. So, all right, we'll see you guys Friday.